deal aspect.
From Dr. Connor, we are going to go to Coach Corn. Good morning.
Good morning, breakfast buddies. How are y'all? Love spending the morning with you. And man, oh man, these conversations this week are just how do we keep topping it week after week after week? And I know what it is. I mean, no one succeeds alone.
Well, we bring Brad Corn into the room.
Oh, I was gonna say quite the opposite. Look at this stage. Oh my goodness. I mean, you guys seriously. And everybody down below, I mean, raise your hand, get up here and share. It's not like we figured out something you haven't figured out. We're all just sharing what we're experiencing in life. So, this group, I could talk about this on No One Succeeds Alone, just right here. However, here's the topic that did come to mind when we started talking about this. Um, so I wrote a book with Michael Gerber. Michael Gerber wrote E-Myth, Why Small Businesses Don't Work and What to Do About It. And he wrote that like 30 years ago, and it's still one of the top 5 books of all time for small businesses, self-help, systematizing. So I actually implemented his book over 25 years ago and documented and systematized my real estate business and sold 100 homes a year for over 20 years and even sold 97 homes a year when I was out of my business for 5 months, like literally 5 months, and with only 2 people on my team. So anyway, I come home with it. So I literally just thanked Michael Gerber for writing that book. I Googled him. This is amazing. Anybody, you are less than 6 people away with technology today from anybody you want to meet. I literally, with no expectations of anything in return, Googled his number, left a voicemail, figured it went to internet space, but I got my thing off my chest, which was thank you for writing your book and giving me 5 months with my wife while she was in a coma. And having read your book, I set up the systems that kept my business running and paid my bills. So I didn't even think about it for 5 months. So that was kind of my wake up call. And I realized it was Michael that wrote this book. So here's today. When you think about No One Succeeds Alone, guys, here's my tip for you today. Write this down. Write your book of your life right now. If you were to sit down and write that book, because that's what Michael made me do. He made me sit down and write this book and get everything out of my head that I had done. And while I was writing it, here's the part I want you to start with, the acknowledgement page. And that's what this topic made me think of today. Write your novel and start with your acknowledgement page. I looked at my acknowledgement page. Oh my gosh. So in there, I was thanking people for the people that gave me advice, direction, and encouragement in writing the book. And I can go through this, and these are personal friends of mine. Michael Gerber was one of them, but Stefan Swanepoel, Sam Miller, I won't go through all the names, but it's like people in the mortgage industry, the real estate industry, speakers. There was 6 people that I contacted while I was writing this book going, oh my gosh, I don't know if I can do this. And I mean, I knew I could, but this was the biggest challenge ever, right? The next one was marketing, business, and life coaches. So I list another half dozen people there that were personal coaches in my life that really were instrumental in setting up these systems along the way. And see, the book made me go back and think about this. So who were my marketing and business life coaches that really impacted my life? And then from a coach perspective, I had over 22 coaching clients that their name came to the top as, oh my gosh, you helped me write this book. Or really, they helped me create this lifestyle for me, my family. And I helped them along the way. But I learned so much from these coaching clients. It was amazing. They got listed in the book. The last 2 were mentors. Okay, I have over 500, 600 mentors. I listed about a dozen of them. And then there were 2 major groups that were just top agents in the industry that I masterminded with, mentored with, spent time with at conferences, spoke on stage with. And these people all impacted my life. They're the ones that gave me the little things along the way in my life that I applied. And I've said this before in this group where, it was their fingerprint was put in what I've created. And so I've got over 500 people's fingerprint in my life. And then the last one was my family. Everybody in my family got recognized for being a part of creating this life, writing your life novel And because they're the ones that are with us every single day. And I love what Gerber and I talk about in eMyth Real Estate Agent is that if you think your business isn't a family business, you're fooling yourself, because your family is the one that's riding along with you when you're not at home, or when you are home, or when you're celebrating the successes from a big win, or they're there when things fail and things crush and you're crushed. So write your acknowledgement page and just start bringing to the surface everyone that has helped you succeed and get to where you are today. Whether it was all good or whether it was all bad, they have helped you through those parts of your life. So it's time to write your life novel, guys. Let's get going.
Woohoo! What a
Well, I tell
motivation,
you,
I'm sure.
I just
I
got
love
to
that.
say, now I know. Now I've got to get your book just to see how you wrote it.
Yeah.
Well, and believe me, every one of you would have probably been in there if I had written it after Clubhouse was created. Absolutely.
Sounds like a second book in the making.
Come on with it.
Nice and bravo. We absolutely salute you, celebrate you for your success, and you are an inspiration, motivation to many. We're very happy that you're here and sharing this practice with us. And one of the things that you said earlier when you started your share, having systems in place, that's even, it's almost like that is creating a digital team for ourselves. That's something very crucial too, because when we face trouble, when we face challenges, it's always good to be able to rely on those systems. And when those systems become in flesh, like accountability partners or mentors, family, oh my God, that is so much fun. Amazing. From Coach Corn, we are moving to another inspirational